There's something you've been doing without even realizing it, something that's slowly giving others control over your thoughts, your emotions, and even your peace. You speak honestly, you open your heart, you share your pain, your dreams, your past, your plans, and you believe that by doing this, you're building trust and creating connections. But the truth is, not everyone listening is listening with love. Some are listening with strategy. They smile, they nod, they act like they care. But deep down, they're reading you, watching you, learning you, not to support you, but to understand how to influence you, copy you, or one day hurt you. In this video, we're going to explore something powerful and deeply personal, why being too open can be dangerous, how some people secretly study you while pretending to care, and how Islam teaches us to protect our hearts, our stories, and our souls. This isn't just about being quiet. This is about becoming wise. It's about guarding your peace. It's about keeping your relationship with Allah stronger than your need for validation from people. Why some people want to know everything about you. There is something that many people don't realize until it's too late. Some people are not interested in you to care. They are interested in you to study you. You might think someone is being kind when they ask you personal questions, when they want to know about your family, your feelings, your pain, your dreams, your habits, your past, and your future. But in reality, they are slowly collecting pieces of you. They are silently watching and listening, not always out of love, but sometimes out of curiosity, envy, or even control. You might believe you are bonding with them, but they are only learning how you think, how you react, and what makes you weak or strong. They ask questions with sweet faces and gentle voices, but deep inside, they want to know what hurts you the most and what makes you happy, because once they figure you out, they can either copy your goodness or use your pain for their own advantage. This is how people begin to read you without your permission. They observe your silence, your mood, your laughter, and they use it to build a file in their mind. You don't even realize that you've been studied like a subject, not loved like a person. That's why when you give everything about yourself to everyone, you are giving them power. Power over your emotions, power over your peace, power over your truth. The more you speak without caution, the more you allow people to enter your life without filters, and not all of them enter with clean hearts. Some people wear fake smiles, but their intentions are hidden in shadows. They want to find your insecurities, your fears, your weaknesses, and your secrets so they can feel higher than you, even if it's just in their own mind. They might not harm you physically, but mentally, they begin to form a picture of you based on what you've given away too easily. You keep speaking, but they are quietly measuring you. You keep trusting, but they are silently judging you. They may never say it, but inside, they feel stronger, knowing more about you than you know about them. And that's the danger of being too open. When you expose your story to everyone, you allow the wrong people to walk into your private world without any responsibility to protect it. But your life is not a public book. Your emotions are not for free display. Your journey is sacred. And when you protect it, you protect your peace. You protect your heart. You protect your connection with the one who truly understands you, the one who listens to your silence and still knows exactly what you're going through. That one is Allah, the only one who truly knows your story without you saying a word. When you turn to Allah, you don't need to explain your pain. You don't need to defend your choices. You don't need to worry about being misunderstood, because Allah already knows, and still Allah is always there with mercy and comfort. People might act like they care, but only Allah sees your real struggle. That's why instead of opening yourself to every human being who smiles, open your heart only to the ones who have proven their loyalty with silence and respect, not with curiosity and question. Be mindful of who you share your inner world with, because once someone knows your mind, they can guide your thoughts, or they can control them. Once someone understands your patterns, they can help you grow, or they can trap you in doubt. Some people want to know you just to say they know you. They have no intention of lifting you or helping you. They just want to be one step ahead. And that is not love. That is competition dressed as friendship. That is jealousy disguised as concern. You deserve better. You deserve friends who love you even when they know nothing about your private life. You deserve relationships that respect your silence, not ones that force you to speak. And most of all, you deserve peace that doesn't depend on people understanding your every word. True peace comes when you speak only to those who value your voice and who fear Allah in how they treat you. So next time someone asks you to open up quickly, pause, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, do they really care, or are they just reading me? Are they here to heal me, or are they here to gather information? Your heart is not a game, your thoughts are not entertainment, and your trust should not be given like water. It should be protected like treasure, because once someone knows your soul, they can either guard it or they can use it. Be careful, stay aware, and always keep your most sacred emotions between you and Allah. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength. In a world where everyone is rushing to speak, where voices overlap and opinions fly in every direction, silence feels like an empty space. But it's not. Silence is not weakness, it is hidden strength. It's not about being afraid to speak, it's about having the power to control when and how you speak. Many people misunderstand silence. They think if you're quiet, you're shy, or that you have nothing to say, or maybe that you're unsure of yourself. But the truth is, silence is often a sign of deep inner strength and wisdom. It means you are not desperate for attention. It means you are not throwing your words around to please everyone. It means you have peace inside your soul that doesn't depend on noise. When you stay silent in situations where others expect you to react, you are showing power. When you choose to remain calm while others lose control, you are showing confidence. And when you don't rush to respond, when you pause and think deeply before opening your mouth, you are showing maturity. Silence protects you from speaking in anger. It saves you from saying words you'll regret. It keeps you from giving away your feelings to people who do not deserve them. There are people who are always trying to test your reaction, trying to provoke you, trying to catch your weak moments. They want you to slip, to speak without thinking, so they can use your words against you. But when you remain silent, when you don't give them that satisfaction, they become confused. They don't know what's going on in your mind. They lose control because your silence takes their power away. And in that moment you rise above them, not with words but with dignity. Some of the strongest people in this world are the quiet ones. They walk into rooms and observe everything without saying a single word. They notice things others don't. They listen carefully, they think deeply, and when they finally speak, their words are powerful because they come from a place of thought, not impulse. They don't waste energy trying to prove their worth to anyone. They don't compete for attention. They let their character speak louder than their voice. That is real strength. That is real leadership. And it brings true respect. You don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to argue to win. Sometimes the best way to respond is by saying nothing at all and walking away with your peace intact. Let others say what they want. Let them try to pull you into useless conversations. You are not here to win debates. You are here to protect your soul, and silence is your armor. It is your shield from drama, your protection from gossip, and your escape from negative energy. When you stay silent, you also give space for reflection. You begin to see clearly. You begin to feel things that were hidden by noise. You become more connected with yourself and more connected with Allah, because in silence your heart becomes loud, and that's when you truly hear the voice of guidance inside you. Some moments in life don't need words. They need presence, they need calm, they need inner awareness, and all of that comes from silence. If someone misunderstands your silence, let them. If someone thinks you're weak because you don't talk too much, let them. You are not here to explain your silence. You are here to protect it, because that silence is part of your peace. It is part of your connection with Allah, the one who sees your silence and understands everything behind it. You don't need to speak for Allah to know your thoughts. You don't need to explain your pain for Allah to comfort you. Just be still and let your soul rise through patience. The world may try to pull you into noise, but remember, silence is not the absence of strength. It is the sign of someone who has already won the battle within. So don't be afraid to be silent. Don't be afraid to be still. Don't be afraid to walk away quietly. Let the world talk. Let people wonder. You keep walking with your peace and let Allah take care of the rest. The danger of oversharing. There is a deep and silent danger that hides behind soft conversations, behind the innocent habit of expressing too much, too soon, to people who have not earned your trust. This danger is called oversharing, and it steals your strength without you even noticing it. You meet someone new, or someone starts showing a little kindness, and your heart opens like a book. You begin to talk about your past, your pain, your regrets, your dreams, your secrets. And while you're speaking, it may feel good, it may feel like release, it may feel like you're finally connecting with someone. But what you don't realize is that with every word you speak, you're giving pieces of yourself away. You are exposing your vulnerabilities, offering others the blueprint of your emotions, giving them access to your private world without knowing if they will respect it or destroy it. Not everyone who listens to you is listening with a clean heart. Some are simply gathering information. Some are silently judging. Some are smiling while thinking how they can use your words later when the time is right. And some are just pretending to be close because your story entertains them or makes them feel better about their own life. You see, oversharing is not just talking too much. It is trusting too easily. It is allowing your emotions to pour into spaces that are not safe. It is offering your heart to people who are only looking to feed their curiosity. And once your words leave your mouth, they no longer belong to you. They belong to the person listening. And that person can keep them, use them, change them, or spread them without ever asking your permission. The real danger is not just that you told your secrets, but that you gave your power away. When someone knows what hurts you, what you fear, what you crave, they can control you without you realizing it. They can make you feel weak with a single comment. They can make you doubt yourself with a simple look. And they can break your confidence by simply repeating what you once told them in trust. That's why in a world full of watchers, your silence is not cold. It is protection. Your privacy is not distance. It is wisdom. You are not required to explain your life to everyone who asks. You are not being rude by keeping things to yourself. You are being responsible. You are guarding your peace. You are honoring the life that Allah gave you. Because not every ear deserves your truth, and not every heart can carry your story with care. You were never meant to be an open diary for the world to read. You were meant to carry your experiences with dignity and share them only when there is wisdom and safety in doing so. There is power in being selective. There is strength in being quiet. And there is peace in having a private life that is known only to you and Allah. When you stop oversharing, you begin to feel light. You begin to feel safe. You begin to understand that not everyone needs to know your past, your present, or your future. You begin to choose who gets access to your soul. And that is when your heart finally starts to heal. Because healing doesn't always come through talking. Sometimes it comes through reflection, through patience, and through turning to Allah in the middle of the night when the world is asleep and no one is watching. Those quiet conversations with Allah, those hidden tears, those silent prayers, those are the places where true comfort lives. People may listen and forget. People may pretend and lie, but Allah listens and protects. Allah knows what you're holding inside even when you can't explain it in words. So stop giving your story to everyone. Start giving it to the one who already knows. Protect your heart like it's gold, because it is. Don't let cheap conversations steal your shine. Don't let temporary people take your eternal strength. Keep your words for the right people at the right time, for the right reasons. Let the rest stay between you and Allah. That is how you rise above the noise. That is how you stay strong without needing to explain your strength. And that is how you build a life of peace that no one can shake. They act like they care, but they're studying you. Sometimes, the most dangerous people in your life are not the ones who openly hurt you, but the ones who smile while secretly observing your every move. They appear friendly, they speak softly, they nod when you speak, and they look like they care, but deep inside, they are not listening to help. They are watching to understand your weaknesses. They are not guiding you, they are studying you. These are the people who will sit with you, laugh with you, act like they are your closest support. And while you feel safe in their company, they are busy memorizing your triggers, your emotional reactions, and your vulnerabilities. You think you've found someone who understands you, but in reality, they are slowly building a profile of your emotions in their mind. They watch what makes you sad, what brings you joy, what makes you uncomfortable, and they use this information like a tool, not always today, but someday. They don't care for your healing. They care for the power that comes with knowing you deeply, and the most painful part is that they do it silently, without ever showing their true face. They become what you need in the moment, just to gain more of your trust. They match your energy, they mirror your words, they echo your emotions, not because they feel them, but because it makes you open up even more. Every secret you share, every tear you drop, every fear you speak, becomes another page in their note, and they will use that notebook when they need it. Maybe during a conflict, maybe when they want to embarrass you, or maybe just to feel better about their own life by knowing someone else's wounds. You might think, why would someone do this? The answer is simple. Some people feel more powerful when they understand others deeply, especially when they don't allow others to understand them in return. It gives them control. It makes them feel smarter. It gives them the upper hand. And when you are too trusting, too open, and too quick to show your heart, you give them access to your soul. They don't have to hurt you directly. All they have to do is understand you deeply enough to influence your thoughts, your decisions, and your emotions. That's why it's important to stop mistaking attention for care. Just because someone is listening doesn't mean they are loving you. Just because someone is close doesn't mean they are genuine. Real care is not just about being there to hear your story. Real care is about protecting your story, even when you are not around. It's about holding your truth with honor. And sadly, not everyone has that in them. Some people will pretend to be interested in your life only to make themselves feel better, more informed, or more powerful. That's why you must observe who truly deserves your truth. You must test people with silence. You must protect your thoughts like they are treasure, because they are. Don't rush to share everything with someone just because they ask the right question. Don't feel pressured to open up just because someone seems kind. Kindness can be an act. Patience can be a mask. Not everyone is who they appear to be. And the sad truth is, many people are more interested in information than connection. They want to know, but not because they care. They want to know so they can feel in control. And when they think they've learned enough about you, they will either distance themselves or they will use that knowledge when it suits them. But you don't have to allow that. You don't have to be the one who gives away their peace in exchange for temporary comfort. Instead, choose to be more reserved. Speak less about your personal life. Keep your thoughts close. Share only with those who have proven over time that they are sincere, loyal, and honest. And most importantly, speak to Allah more than you speak to people, because Allah doesn't study you to use you. Allah knows you completely and still loves you without conditions. Allah will never betray your trust, never expose your secrets, and never use your pain for anything but your growth. That's the kind of relationship your soul truly needs. So be wise with your words. Guard your emotions. Don't let the wrong eyes read your heart like a book. And remember, the ones who truly care don't need to study you. They stand by you, they protect you, and they always guide you toward what's best for your soul. not what feeds their ego. You don't need to explain your soul to people who are only watching to judge. You don't need to hand over your emotions to people who are secretly collecting them like tools. Your peace is valuable. Your heart is sacred. Your silence is strength. And when you stop being so open, when you protect your truth, you begin to feel lighter, wiser, and closer to Allah, because Allah knows what you hide and still loves you the most. So walk quietly, speak carefully, and let your peace be your loudest voice.